Oh, wow, ship crashed. Okay, you want me to show you how I did this game? Okay, before that, it is the Bogarts Kids Coding Academy. Yes, we're back again. My name is Ayomipose. Yes, I teach coding. Alright, so I'm just going to create a new file, then we'll start all over. Okay, so very simple. Just going to file, yeah, new. Okay, I'm gonna replace this. Yep. So here we are. Okay. So I don't need this cat. I don't need it right now. Okay. Okay. Before I continue, although I've done this before, but let me just quickly brush through the screen. You know what it's all about. Okay, where we are right now is the stage. Okay, and this is the script area, and this is the block palette. Can you see my arrow pointer rolling on it? Yes. And here we have the stage, we have the sprite, we have the sprite properties, the name, the show, the dimension, the size, the direction. Okay, and here we have the file and what have you. All right, so let's continue. So I'm going to start with the stage. Okay, I'm going to paint because I want to draw out the background will look like. You know, we want to have a river. Okay, the name of this game is Ship Crash. Okay, Ship Crash. All right, so we want to have a river, you know, in a kind of in the vegetation area, so in such that when you drive the ship you avoid the vegetation area so that the ship will not crash. So that is what we want to do. So we're going to paint. So instead of clicking on this, I'm just sliding up to paint. Click on paint. Alright, so I'm going to reduce this so that I can see it perfectly. Okay, alright, so I'm going to change the the color first. Go to green, make the green thicker like vegetation, you understand? Alright, so I'm gonna choose this rectangle. I'm gonna draw the rectangle to cover up the stage. Yeah, something like this. Okay, then after that I'm gonna use this brush, yes, this, to draw the river. So I'm just gonna make it a kind of color blue. Okay, kind of a blue, make it lighter. Okay, something like this, okay. Just do this, yeah. So I'm gonna increase this to 100. That's the highest, so that the river will be kind of a big. Okay, I'm gonna twist this. You just click and drag. Okay, click and drag. Okay, I think it's kind of tiny for the shape, so I'm gonna make it bigger. Have another one just beside it. Okay, just going like this. Okay, perfect. All right, so I think we can have to do with this. Okay, so let's go back to the code. Meanwhile, we are not coding the background. So we have the river and we have the vegetation. All right, so now we are choosing the shape. Okay, now I'm searching for it. So it's a boat and scratch sailboat. Yeah, something like this. I think it's very big. So we are not going to change this to about 30. Let me see. I hope this is not too big. Okay, I can make it 35. Okay. All right, I think this is pretty okay. So let's start with the code. So right away, we don't have time. We are building this game complete today. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to event. So when the green flag is clicked, okay, I don't want it to be going straight because let me explain what I'm saying. Let me go to control first. I want it to move. Okay, so control move. Let me use 10 steps first. Okay, let me make it be under this. So let's see what I'm talking about. Can you see? Just going straight. It's not going towards the river. All right. So, and that is not what I want to do. So I'm going to drag it back. Come back. So the first thing I'm going to do is to always be in this position. So I'm bringing in this. So because this is the current position of the sprite of the sailboat. So I'm going to put it here. Okay. So because every time I click on the green flag, it should come like this. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Okay. So then also I want it to point to a particular direction. So I'm going to point direction. I want it to point a little bit downward. Okay. So that it won't be going straight. Something like this should be okay. Let me see. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay. We can a little bit bring it back again. We can just bring it back again. Okay. kind of this. So I think it's too kind of fast. The 10 step is too much, so we can make it like 4 steps. What about this? Okay, I think it's better. Although we can still reduce it, bend it. All right. So the next one is to allow the control for direction. Control for direction. Okay. So under this, okay, we are using events. So under this, we got the when the space, but we are not using space right now. So we're going to use when the up arrow is clicked. So when the up arrow is clicked, the ship is going to turn anti-clockwise up. Okay. And go revert again, bring it again. Go when the down arrow is clicked. This case is going to turn clockwise down. Okay, the one is going up arrow is turned anti-clockwise up, and then when the down arrow is going to turn clockwise down. Let's try it. We are going to be using our arrow key on the keyboard to control it up and down. So let's try. Let's see what we have. Okay, can you see that? Oh my god, I can't control the ship very well. Okay, let me start again. Okay, I think get it fast. Come on, let me get like about 2 steps, so that we have time to control. Okay. And I think this is not too big. I think I'm not gonna make it 30. Yes, I'm gonna make it 30. Okay, I think we have this already. So the next thing now is to code for the ship crash. Okay, so for the ship crash, we are just going to go to control if, because we need a condition now. If, because it's going, so we want to say if it touches the green part, then ship crashed. So in that case, we're going to say if under sensing, we have if touching color. We're going to be using color. We're going to choose the color now. Now, instead of dragging my color and everything, this is better I just use this to select the color, this color. So I'll just click on it. Bam. That's it. All right. So the next thing is to go to control again. So what happens when it touches the green? Everything stops. So let's try it again. Okay. Oh my God. Can you see? Stops. All right, so not just stop. Will it just say stop? Will it just stop? So let's have ship crash. So I'm not going there. I'm going to paint. I'm going to type crashed. Crashed. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna select this first. Select to make its color red. Okay, I'm gonna make it bigger. Yeah. Okay. All right. So going back to this. So let's code this. So when the green flag is clicked, we don't want it to appear first, right? We don't want it to appear first. So what we're going to do is to hide it. That should be under looks. So we're going to hide first. Then after that, this is going to send a message. After it touches the green flag, it's going to be sending a message. So we're going to do that on the broadcast, on the events. We're going to create a broadcast, bring that in, change the message, new message. We're sending crashed. We're sending crashed. So okay. All right, so let's continue. It's going to send a message, and when I receive ship crash, what else looks is to do what? Is to show. It's going to show. When I receive ship crash, show. So let's go. Let's play the game again. Let's go. Oh, crashed. Oh, my ship is crashed. Okay, so let's play the game again, and this time around, let's try not to make it crash. Okay. Let's go carefully. Let's trade with caution. Yeah. This play is kind of difficult, man. Oh. Crashed? But I didn't crash. In fact, I ended the game. Okay. So in this kind of a case, how do we make it display that yes, 1? I think you can do that. Let that be your assignment. Yes, let that be your assignment. And if you want me to guide you, yes, you can just contact us. Yes, we're gonna drop our number on the screen. And not only that, this in this summer period we are having a coding class, not just for kids alone. You're a teacher, you want to learn how to teach your students coding. Yes, and we have it for students as well. We are going to be doing it in a separate class. If you're a teacher, we have a separate class for you. If you're a student, we have a separate class for you. In this summer period, we'll be holding a summer coding camp, virtual one actually, virtual coding camp. So the details is showing on the screen. Contact us, and we are going to be having fun this summer coding. Yes, we're going to be having fun. All right, so you want to learn how to do this, just contact us. Wow, you like what we do? Please subscribe. Subscribe. Yeah. So that you can see more of our videos, like our videos, so that you encourage us to do more. Yes. So like, comment. If you want us to build more games, yes. And if you want me to show you right here how to make it show you won after playing the game, you let us know. Then we can even have it to continue. We can have the game to continue from this end. The ship can continue moving. After this stage, can move to another stage, and you make it more like stage, like level 1, level 2, level. All right, so we teach you how to do that. Yes, just give us, just contact us right here, right on the contact showing on your screen. I'm sure you enjoy this. Thank you.